What's up guys, my name's Nate, I'm 21 and my family and I just bought CrossFit Fullerton. So I just graduated from Biola University with a bachelor's in kinesiology. Gave me a great base of understanding the body, how it functions, how we take in nutrients and convert that into energy, how the muscles work, how the muscles grow. And it was really good and it provided a great foundation for me as a coach. Midway through my time there, me and my family were approached with an offer to buy this gym, and it was something too good to kind of pass up. So we went in on it, and as a family, collectively, we purchased the gym from the original owners. Right now, currently, we got 5 coaches. I got myself, got my dad, and I have 3 other guys. We run classes all throughout the day, 5:30 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 7:30, 8:30, 12 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and 6 p.m. daily. In CrossFit, we focus on 3 domains. There's weightlifting, there's cardio, and there's gymnastics. So each class is an hour. You got a coach that's running it, and everybody's doing the same workout. So we program the workouts for you guys and we lead you through them. So every workout that we make is meant to be made so that everybody can do some form of it. Whether we have the athlete in the gym doing handstand walks, or we have the older athlete just doing shoulder presses just to work the same muscle, we're always gonna find a modification that fits you. So I have clients from 10 years old up until about 65, 70. All right guys, I'm gonna show you guys around. So this is the front of the building. We actually have 2 units. So this is one of my units, and then our second unit is over there. Front door's right here. Most of my clients walk in here. So to start things off, right here, we got our sign-in computer. I have profiles that it actually saves for you guys. So when you guys hit a PR, hit a different weight, we log it here, and it actually tracks your progress so that you can look back and see where you've grown. This is where we do most of the workouts. So if we're doing a barbell workout, if we're doing a lot of dumbbell, kettlebell stuff, even med ball stuff, most of the time we'll just be on the floor. So here we got the racks, the back squats, front squats, any type of press that we're doing and we're not cleaning it off the floor. We have all of this available to you guys. So over here, we got our ski ergs. So the ski ergs are a machine meant to mimic cross-country skiing. So as you can see, when you pull down, kind of mimics the motion of a cross-country skier, and we do different workouts with them. So we'll track the calories or we'll track the meters, and we just mix it up as one of our cardio modalities. So with our ski erg, we're working not only the arms but also the legs, because when you ski, you kind of want to squat into it. So we're working a little bit of the quads, a little bit of hamstrings, a little bit of glutes. We're also working the triceps and the biceps as we pull down. We're working the lats in the back, and then a little bit of our pecs in the front as we pull those skis down. Really a full body motion, even though it doesn't look like it, and it also burns out the shoulders like crazy. It's a good way to bring your heart rate up. My heart rate's up. So over here we got our GHDs. These stand for glute ham developers. So you're gonna activate a little bit of the legs, but you're really gonna activate the core. We mix it into various workouts, but we also have different modifications that we do for people that don't want the intensity of the GHD. So to start the movement, I'm going to touch the pads at the top. In CrossFit, that's considered the start of the rep. So when I do this, I'm gonna lean back, and I'm gonna go wide with my hands. So I want to go wide, that way I touch the ground out here. If I go straight over my head, notice how I basically have to touch a little bit lower than if my hands were here, and then I can stop the rep in the going down portion. And I'm losing blood. Oh my gosh. I'm like getting more red as I'm talking. Use your knees and slam them down to the floor as much as you can to throw your body back up. Once you touch the pads, that's considered 1 rep, but that's how you do a GHD sit-up. All right, so moving on, over here we got our rowers. So our rowers are by Concept 2. So I'll show you what they look like. So with the rower, you will get a killer quad workout. So it does use the quads a lot, but you're also gonna use your upper body because we are pulling on the little lever here. So when you do this motion, you want to start and be leg dominant because the legs are the stronger muscle group of the two. But you're also going to utilize a lot of core, and you're really going to burn out your forearms and your biceps and your triceps. So I'll show you guys here. So I want to make sure that I'm strapped in, kind of seated in the middle of the seat. What I'm going to do with the handle is I'm going to make sure that my arms stay straight as I'm pulling. So what I want to do, like I said, utilize the leg muscles. They're your strongest muscle group. I'm going to make sure that I'm a little bit dorsiflexed on the foot here, come up on the toes, and when I start to pull, slam that heel. So the heel comes up, slam that into the pad, and then I'm pulling with just my legs. My arms stay straight. I don't want to use my arm energy if I don't have to, so I want to keep it on the legs. So the arms stay straight until the legs lock out. Notice how my back stays straight and my chest stays big. I don't want to be hunched over trying to pull, because if I'm doing that, I'm going to use a lot of back, and my low back is going to be fried by the end of my rowing session. All legs, once they lock out, you're pulling to your chest and leaning back, and what that's doing is utilizing the whole length of my body. I'm about 6 feet tall, so when I do this and I lean back, it gets me almost to that 6 foot height. And then counting this distance, I'm probably at 6 feet. If I don't lean back, I short myself of a couple potential meters, and depending on the workout, it could keep you on the rower a lot longer than you want to be. So again, I'll show you a couple reps. And there we have it. All right, next over here we got our boxes. Now I'm gonna take one down, show you guys generally what we do. So with this box, we got 3 different sides. So this is 24 inches. If I flip it over, that's 20 inches. And we also got 30 inches. Some heights you're gonna have to be a little bit more explosive. Some you're gonna have to be more accurate, more fast. So we do different workouts. The main exercise we do on the box is our box jump. So when we jump on the box, we wanna land with 2 feet and then make sure we open up the hips at the top. So I'll do a rep. So what we wanna do is we wanna make sure that the hips open up when we're standing on top of that box. Now, most workouts, you have the option of either stepping down or jumping down. It's up to you. I like to step down just so that my Achilles stays safe, but in a fast workout, sometimes I'm jumping down just to cut off a few more seconds. But we do a number of different types of exercises on the box. Sometimes we're doing step-ups, weighted step-ups, or Bulgarian split squats. So I'm gonna grab some dumbbells for you guys, just to show you guys a couple exercises we do on the box. I'm gonna stay light, just so that I don't get tired when I'm showing you. I already worked out today, so I don't need to get a little bit more tired than I already am. But I'll grab some 30 pounders for you guys, so I got 60 pounds total. I'm tying my shoes because I don't want to lose it doing Bulgarian split squats. Dumbbell in each hand. I'm gonna have 1 foot on the box. I want to stay close to the box with my back leg. I want to stay out here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sink straight down and back up. So what that does is it activates my quad up here as I go down, and it puts a lot of stress on just the quad. More specifically, it's my vastus medius. When I squat, I do use those muscles, but it's not to the same intensity as if I was to isolate them. So that exercise isolates them and it kind of works them a little bit more. So let's say that exercise was a little bit too intense for you, but you're good with some other body weight stuff. We might just put you doing a lunge. If the lunge was too intense, we might have you doing a squat. All right, so moving on. Over here we got our weights. So we do house a lot of bumper plates. So bumper plates enable you to drop the bar. So let's say we clean the bar up, or we have the bar overhead and it's too much weight, or let's say you lose your balance a little bit and need to drop it. These plates are perfect for it because they are reinforced very well, and they can be dropped and not really have an issue. So the ring in here is pretty stable within that plate, so we can drop it from overhead and it will just kind of bounce up. I'll put some 25s on a bar just to show you guys kind of what we do. We also have our barbells here. So we have both men's, we have 3 things. We have men's bars, we have women's bars, and we have training bars. So when I'm coaching new clients, a lot of times I'll use a training bar because it's only 15 pounds. That way I can go through barbell movements a lot easier with them and keep them safe. When they're ready, we almost like graduate them to a regular bar. So our women's bars are here. Women's bars are 35 pounds. The grip is a little bit thinner, just a little bit nicer. So this is our training bar, just to show you guys an example. It is 15 pounds, so relatively light, easy to carry, but also easy to maneuver and show you guys any barbell movements that I want to. Or when I'm training clients, it's easy to use just to teach them how to go through it with a little bit of weight, but not enough that's gonna make them really tired or hurt or potentially injure them. Right now I'm gonna show you guys just a little bit of our bumper plates and just the functionality of them. So right here I got 25-pound plate, so I'll put it on the bar. So I'll pick the bar up here, clean it up, and let's say it's too heavy, drop it. The bar stays safe, the bar's fine, the plates are fine. So all over the gym, we got our rubber mats. So what those mats do is when I drop the bumper plates, I'm dropping on rubber, so it stays generally safe for everything. And it also provides a little bit of traction. So when I'm lifting and I'm doing those complicated movements like the split jerk, I can make sure that I have a stable footing when that foot comes out and I'm not gonna slide around anywhere. So everything's made of rubber, that way it's a little bit more comfortable of a surface to work out on. Yeah. So moving on, we've got our rigs again. What we do with our rigs, we also have these rings attached. A lot of times in CrossFit, you'll see the ring row. What the ring row does is I'm able to modify the pull-up to my skill level. So let's say I have no upper body strength, really hard time pulling up. What I can do is I can change the angle of the pull. So instead of pulling straight up overhead, I can come out on the rings like this and then pull forward. So it makes for a great modification. Now that's relatively simple. If I want to make this exercise more challenging, I can go further down. So the further I walk myself down, the harder it's going to be. And obviously this angle is a lot harder to pull than the angle from up here if I'm pulling like that. So the rings are a great way to modify pull-ups because I can change that angle and kind of play with the resistance that I'm going to feel. So we have the rings. We also have a bunch of bands I'll show you guys later. So moving on, just want to show you our wall. Doesn't seem particularly exciting. What that allows us to do is run different types of handstand workouts. So if we're doing handstand push-ups or wall walks, you'll see people along the wall and we have a lot of space. I also pulled out a med ball, show you guys some wall balls. So around the whole gym, we got this stripe. So this blue color stripe, kind of our color, but this light blue stripe, what it is, it's actually a mark. So inside the stripe is 9 feet, above the stripe is 10 feet. So whenever we do wall balls, the women's standard is inside the line, 9 feet, and the male standard is anywhere above the line, so above 10 feet. When I do wall ball, what I want to do is I want to do a full squat, and then I'm throwing that ball, I'm thrusting that ball overhead, and then I'm catching it back into that squat. So I got a 15-pound wall ball here. I'll show you first on the women's standard. So I'm gonna hold the ball here. I want to get under the ball. That way, if I'm under the ball, I can push the ball. If I grab the ball along the side, I'm gonna do a lot of squeezing on that ball, and I'm not gonna throw it very high. If I get under, all I gotta do is push. It's always good to be under the ball. You want to tuck that ball under your chin as you squat, and then you're going to press and throw that ball against the wall. So women's standard, again, is inside that line. Men's standard is above, so 10 feet. So full squat, throwing that ball overhead and catching it right back into that squat. When you're done, you can drop the ball. Here we got our rings. So sometimes in various workouts, we'll do ring muscle ups, more for the people that want to compete. But also the gymnasts that like to do ring muscle ups, we got them here. So we do have 3, and we also have 3 rope climbs right there. So every now and then, we'll remove the bikes and we'll do some rope climb workouts. So we'll put some pads on the floor, and then we'll be able to climb the ropes. I'll get a couple reps in for you guys, just the ring muscle up, just to show you kind of what it looks like. So jump up on those rings. So right here we got the ropes. Normally we have a pad just to make the landing a little bit softer. I won't need a pad, but I'll show you guys a rep. So generally when we do the rope climbs, we do legless and we do have some technique work. So if you guys want to learn the technique, you'll have to check back either another video or come to a class and I'll show you guys. But really quickly, I'll jump up on the rope, just show you guys a rep. So I normally jump up, high as I can, plant with those feet, and move up the rope till I touch the ceiling, and then I work my hands back down. So over here we got our assault bikes. If you've never been on an assault bike, I highly suggest you try it out. Do me a favor and just smash it. Go as hard as you can on it and tell me how it goes. I would love to hear about your experience, so you can comment below. But we got 6 bikes. We use them for different workouts. We use them pretty often. I'll hop on this one right here, show you guys a little bit of what the assault bike looks like. So this bike utilizes both my arms and my legs. You know, I'm not using my arms right now, but I'll show you guys. So in a workout, I'm gonna drive through the through the legs, and also have my arms to kind of assist me as I'm going through. A lot of times we're biking for calories, so like I was showing you on the rower, this thing tracks a lot of different stats. So it tracks my RPMs, my calories, watts, my speed, my distance, and the time as well. This machine kind of become a staple in CrossFit, so we do use it a lot, and it's great for fitness because it does build up lactic acid, but that's good. We want to challenge the body. This machine, one of my favorites to use. Many people would disagree, but I do like the workout that I get from this. So moving on, we got a lot of rollers here. So this is all just some equipment for recovery. So if you're feeling sore, if you got an area of the body that's tight, we've got some foam rollers, just to kind of roll out those areas that might be a little bit injured, a little bit sore, a little bit tight. We also got some ab mats for some different workouts, and some yoga mats if they're ever needed for sit-ups and various things. So over here we got sandbags. We do use sandbags, not super often, but we do use them in workouts as well. It's nice to go for a little ruck, throw it on the back, go for a little run, and kind of just work out in a different way, a way that a lot of people aren't used to. So every now and then we'll mix it up. I'll show you guys. About a 35-pounder right here. So I got the sandbag. A lot of times we'll do some sandbag cleans, so cleaning it up. We can even put it on the back of the neck. So we got little handles here, so if I'm ever on a ruck or a little run, I can hold it here, just kind of lock it in place, and then do whatever I need to do, and it kind of stays put. So also with the sandbag, sometimes we'll do sandbag cleans or sandbag deadlifts. So deadlift, we're just picking up that sandbag here, clean. What I'm doing is I'm moving that into that front rack position. Looks a little bit different than if I would do it with a barbell, but we do utilize the front rack sometimes, especially if we're doing a thruster. So thruster, squat, and then I'm throwing that overhead. We don't do it often with sandbag, but we'll hit it every now and then just to challenge the body in a different way. So that's why we got the sandbags. We also have the slam balls here. We just used them in a workout today, but what these do is it's a little bit more firm of a ball as opposed to a med ball, and obviously a little bit smaller. So I'm a little bit more controlled when I pick it up, and I can pick that overhead and throw it down. That's pretty much what we do with slam balls, or throw it over the shoulder. Depends on the workout, depends on our goal for the day. So over here we got a lot of different resistance on bands. Like I said, bands will be good for assisting pull-ups, but I also utilize them a lot in warm-ups for you guys. So if you're a member here, you'll notice that I do a lot of banded warm-ups, and I kind of find that the body likes the bands a little bit more than sometimes actual resistance at first. So the banded resistance sometimes helps if I'm doing like pull aparts or just pull downs or even some presses and stuff. Just kind of helps to warm up the body a little bit, but not super intense. Bands are a good way to control that intensity. So I like to utilize the bands in the warm up, but they're also here for you guys for pull-ups, for assistance, and all of that. So I got various different lengths, sizes, resistance, all of that here for you guys. I also got the jump ropes here. So jump ropes we use a lot as a cardio modality in workouts. Sometimes we're doing singles, doubles, double unders. So 2 passes on the rope underneath when you jump. So I have all of these here for you guys if you don't have your own. A lot of my members like to bring their own because they like their own weights on the jump rope. They also have their different heights and stuff. But if you ever forget, we do got some extras here for you guys. Looking down at the floor here, I got 2 big med balls as well. So sometimes we will utilize these in a med ball clean workout, but these are very heavy. So this one is 150 pounds here. This one's 80 pounds. So generally, we'll make the men lift this one, the women lift this one. And that's more for the competitive athletes as opposed to just the regular members. But sometimes regular members will challenge themselves and they will lift either one of these weights. And it's very challenging just because it's an awkward object, but it's very good for the body, especially if you know how to do it properly. Coming over here, we got kettlebells and dumbbells. So we got all different weights on both of these. My dumbbells go up to 60, so I have anywhere from 5 to 60 pounds. So, and these things are all rubber. So if you guys ever have them overhead and need to bail and drop it for some reason, just make sure nobody's around you, but you can drop it and the dumbbell itself will be fine and my floor will be fine. Kettlebells, a little bit different, but I have different weights. They go up from 8 pounds to 70 pounds. Kettlebell weight's always a little bit weird, but here I have a 53-pound kettlebell. This is generally a men's standard. I can do a lot of different exercises with the kettlebell. I can do any type of lift off the floor. I also can do the classic kettlebell swing. So just in front of me, using my hips to swing that kettlebell. I can also do the American style and going overhead with that kettlebell as well. So I got a bunch of different workouts, a bunch of different options I can do with my weights here. So here we got our lobby. Got a bunch of merch off to my left here. So if you guys ever want to order something from me, we can do it through the website, or you can come in, you know, give us a visit. But we do have a nice little space in here just to kind of set some stuff. Got a nice couch, some compression boots if anyone wants to do a little bit of recovery. I also am working with a physical therapist, so we do have their office there. I can't go into it because I don't own that business. Off to the left, I got my office here. So still a work in progress. I'm getting a desk and different things in there, so I'm still upgrading that, but I wanted to make sure you guys had the best features in the gym before I upgraded my office. Not much to it, but I just store a lot of stuff in here just for extra drinks and stuff, and then I just got my personal stuff if I'm ever working on the computer. So over here we got our bathroom. You might be thinking, why am I showing you a bathroom? We kind of redid it, so it looks a little bit better. Got some nice tile, got a nice vanity, and we do have a little bit bench just in case somebody wants to change. And we do got some hooks here just for some functionality. If you guys are ever in a rush and need to change here rather than change at work or change at home. So that concludes the tour of my gym. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this kind of excites you. I hope you guys come on and try it out if you've never tried it out. If you have been here, hope you guys enjoyed. We want to make your experience the best that it could possibly be. I'm always welcome to input. I'm always welcome to suggestions. So anything you guys got, anything you want to see, just let me know. I'll try to make it happen the best I can because I want your experience to be amazing here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this is Nate. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hope you guys tune in.